Or so they reveal it. So I have a belief that we're essentially, when it comes to dating, mating, and relationships, we're actually moving back towards more how it was thousands of years ago.
How so?
So there's more open hypergamy now. The West is essentially moving increasingly into a state of soft polygyny.
Meaning that...
Meaning that if you are, well, firstly, if you're a man or a woman on these apps, your experience is going to be completely different, right? By 101 to 1,001 in some situations.
A man's complaints will never be the same as a woman's complaints.
And so essentially, when it comes to these apps, look, let's put it simply.
Yeah,
most men find most young-ish women attractive. Most women find most men unattractive. So when you create an app like this, particularly, it doesn't matter if it's Tinder, any of these things, where it
always happens when I switch to Sims. I mean, it's okay. You got to run the service calls. It's a bit tedious because it restarts a lot. So let's see. I got a big queue. I got a big queue over here. Like I said, this is a relatively new exploit because before I used to get reboots with cell broadcast service. And now it doesn't do that anymore with cell broadcast service, and it reboots with the service calls. So it's definitely a different one, a different exploit, in that they're not using cell broadcast service like before. It doesn't reboot the phone anymore. It's the services for telephony now, connectivity service, IMS telephony, stuff like that, telephony this and that, and it is a newer exploit with the modem. It's a newer exploit with the modem, it seems. I mean, it's manageable for now. Homeless comrades. Let's go to bed. It's cold. Like I said, a lot of these custom ROMs do have that changed the software for the modem and stuff. They do have incompatibility issues with IMS service and messaging and stuff like that, which is exactly what the problem is with these with this fake firmware, because it fakes SMS traffic. Understand? That's what it's doing if you leave it open the way it is. What this fake software is doing is that it's faking traffic. All kinds of internet traffic, SMS traffic. And you see when you change this firmware, what becomes incompatible is exactly the thing that you have problems with on the stock firmware. IMS service and messaging. Yeah, if you change the entire thing, which you can do, and only leave you flash the custom recovery and you flash another bootloader. We replace the whole thing. And that's what happens with this custom firmware. It becomes incompatible with IMS and messaging and stuff like that. Video calling, voice over IP. Voice over IP becomes incompatible. Understand? And that's exactly the kind of traffic this fella is faking with this fake firmware. That's exactly the kind of traffic that this fella is faking with the fake firmware. So it's no surprise, like I said. And I mean, it is these modems, these 5G modems, are the ones that are problematic. It's less of a common problem with 4G modems. It's mostly a 5G modem-specific kind of problem where there's more. It's more exploitable. It's more exploitable if it's a 5G modem. Understand? So the 4G ones are less so because there's less commands. There's less, I don't know, probably less AT commands. Less, there's some phone commands, CMD phone CC something. I have some of those in there to shut off IMS. And that's what's going on with some of this these 5G modems. It's a lot. I mean, every phone, doesn't matter what brand. The fella stuck his nose in everything that he could. Every brand. It doesn't matter if it's Chinese. It can be a Chinese brand from anybody in China. They will have the same problem to some extent. Yeah? It makes no difference. It makes no difference. The fella stuck his nose in everything that he can. Anything 5G. Anything 6G, which is the next generation. Anything 6G, this fella is right there. Like I said, he lives in these fucking things. He is the real life Tron. You know, he lives on the fucking internet. He lives in the UEFI firmware on your laptop. Yeah, he's the real life Tron, literally. I can understand 5G, anything 5G, 6G, that's their domain. It doesn't matter if it's Chinese. You know, it doesn't even matter if it's Chinese. It can be fucking Russian if you want to make it Russian. The fella is right there in it. It's, like I said, widespread, global influence over 5G, 6G tech. Doesn't matter if it's Chinese or Russian. Even the Sony phones, the Xperia phones, which, you know, they demand an even higher premium than Samsung sometimes. You know, the Xperia, whatever they have. and they sometimes demand a higher premium than a Samsung flagship. They have the same issue, and Sony is Japanese, allegedly more conservative, definitely not woke, don't give a fuck about Disney kind of attitude. It's the same with Nintendo. That's right. That's why, like I said, Nintendo, Sony, and some of the Japanese companies, they're not with this newer Freemasonic clique that showed up with their fucking woke and LGBT shit in the last 20 years. And so, like I said, maybe it's a better place to be. And maybe American freedom is not so guaranteed as it used to be these days, because these insufferable assholes make it impossible to live over there. So, like I said, it's the reality is that Sony and Nintendo, they have don't give a fuck money. They have don't give a fuck money. Granted, it was from the West. It was the West that bought all their stuff. Games and consoles and Game Boy and all this stuff. Pokemon, whatever it was. Dragon Ball Z and all the rest of it, anime and stuff. It was the West that put those companies in the position that they are to have don't give a fuck money. And that's what they do. They just don't give a shit. Nintendo, Sony, never heard of it. Never heard of it. Even PlayStation, Sony, PlayStation, never heard of this woke stuff. They have don't give a fuck money. That's the reason why. So, it's like I said, it's purely a Western phenomenon where the money is clearly going in the wrong places. And in the end, like I said, it's a fad. You're compromising your existence because it's a fad that goes away with the money. As soon as the money disappears, no one gives a shit about any LGBT, who you fucking, what sex you are, if you got a dick, a vagina, whatever the fuck you think about your pronouns. Once the money's gone, no one's gonna give a shit. There's a lot of money in it. These are socialists. What you see right now are socialists that don't have jobs. They're the ones that sign up for that kind of stuff because they don't have jobs. And somebody's paying big money. And somebody's putting some effort and money into it. And these are socialists right now that you see right here in this camera that do not have jobs. And America is full of them. And they're the ones that you see on TV. Oh, I got a gender swap this. I got a vagina yesterday. They got a penis yesterday or something. I want pronouns, this and that. They're the ones that say that. They're socialists. They're unemployed. Just like what you see in this camera right now. You see a lot of them are immigrants over here in London. They're not white. That's exactly who the fuck signs up with this transgender LGBT Freemasonic fucking clique of desperate fucking heifers. Yeah, mate. Understand? Socialism. That's what you see on the sidewalk right now. Widespread socialism. They're walking out here every fucking day. I see them out here walking like this, jobless, in the middle of working hours. In the middle of working hours, these socialists over here walk around on the fucking sidewalk like a bunch of fucking desperate fucking hyenas. They're unemployed. They're unemployed. That's what you see on this camera right now. They're all fucking unemployed. Lo sabía.
Promise me now, Rose, that you won't give up, no matter what happens. Promise me that you'll never let go of that promise. I will never let go, Jack. I will never let go.
All right. I'll take your word for it.
India! Wow. Thank you very much, London. You are absolutely incredible watching this. I feel like,
You've got to understand, like I said in the report, these are world-class leading scammers. Understand? Attention-seeking, trying to grab as much fucking airtime as they possibly fucking can on their way out the door. Because like I said, it's a fad. It'll go away with time. I don't know where this fella thinks he's going with this bullshit. I see no purpose in it. I said this before, where the fuck are you people going with this? And there's no purpose in it. Eventually, like I said, it's a fad. It's going to fuck off and it's going to fucking go away eventually one way or another. And I see no point to it. But apparently these attention-seeking scammers are desperate to be on fucking TV. You see it with the YouTubers. I want more followers. I want more subscribers. I want more views. You see it with this LGBT crowd. Attention-seeking LGBT. Attention-seeking BLM. Attention-seeking mass immigration. Attention-seeking Israel and Hamas. Attention-seeking, I don't even know, what was the other one? Gamers. The gamers and stuff. Attention-seeking. It's all about seeking everybody's attention. A distraction. A lot of times it's just a distraction. And who's doing it? Some of those people in the gifts. Who's doing that? Some of those people in those gifts. Understand? It's all about attention-seeking scammers. They're all scammers. They're all scammers. Like I said, guys, it's it's a charade. It's a fad. It's a well-funded fad. Socialism doesn't last very long. Never has. Never has. You see how quickly Hollywood went under. Even though it's the perfect monopoly, and it went under in 5 years. Now, Disney is out the door, Paramount is out the door, New Line Cinema is over, MGM is over, and all the other ones, it's all over. It went under in 5 years flat. Has, like I said, that stuff is not tangible. Those are not, a movie is not it doesn't count as tangible goods. Things that you can touch, things that you need to buy. It's not food, it's not furniture, it's not a house. It still costs $15 to go to a movie theater, though, maybe 25 or 50 if you got some friends. And it's one of the reasons why it went under. It's just became stale. It's the perfect monopoly, like I said. It's the perfect monopoly. It's the perfect monopoly for money, but it still went under, didn't it? Yeah, it went under. It's the perfect monopoly, but it's still, Universal Studios again, also in the shitter right now. It appears. Yeah, it went under. Despite the perfect monopoly, it went under. It's no longer. It's no longer top game in town. It's no longer the top game in town, Hollywood. See, but it was the perfect monopoly, though. Like I showed you in those gifts, they're all the same. It was the perfect monopoly, wasn't it? Yeah, it was for a while. Well, like I said, guys, it's all about scamming people. What I said last night with Daniel Craig. The global perception is that Daniel Craig is a white English guy. Is it really? No, it's not. No, it isn't. World-class leading scammers. It's all designed to scam you if you're white. All of it. All of it. Everything that they do. It's all designed to scam you if you're white. And again, you're not supposed to really find out about it. It's supposed to be a secret. You're not supposed to find out about it. It's supposed to be a secret. All of it is designed to scam you if you're white. Everything that they do. Everything that they do. We got 23 minutes, we got 79%. We only lost 12%. Like I said, environmentalism, it's a scam in the West. You got nothing to save anymore. Everything is the way it is right now. It's already at peak efficiency. You understand? It's way cleaner than anything you can find in Asia, minus Japan. Yeah, way cleaner than anything you can find in Africa. Way cleaner than what you can find in South America. It's clean. The UK, even the UK produces less CO2 emissions than any Asian, China or Russia or Canada. It's already, like I said, it's all designed to scam you if you're white. You can save a gallon here and they burn 10 more in Asia. You can pay $5 a gallon here, but they will never pay $5 a gallon in Asia, because in Asia they pay $1 for a gallon. It's only the West that will pay you $5 a gallon. Those people cannot afford $5 a gallon. They will pay $1 for a gallon. especially in the Middle East. Especially in the Middle East, they pay $1 for a gallon, maybe less. It's only the Westerner, the sucker, who will pay $5 for a gallon of gas. And in Asia, they pay £1 or $1 for the same gallon. Yeah, like I said, guys, it's all about scamming people. You're being scammed, big time. You're being scammed big. You're being scammed big time. Let's go ahead and go to bed. My fucking back hurts. Hopefully tomorrow's gonna be a good day with some good food, some excellent food. My feet hurt right now. I'm thirsty as well. A fella handed me some fries and it was poisonous. Started burping while eating oatmeal, which is impossible. The oatmeal and cornmeal is what calms down the burping. All you have to do is eat some oatmeal. If you have this burping problem, and it calms it down. It calms it down right away. My back hurts.